everybody, and welcome to I Can Fix Your Movie.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 28
Yep.
Of season 2.
Rolling along.
We are just killing it at this point. It's just
Aren't we, though?
Just so much fun.
Aren't we?
People all over the world are just enjoying this, and I hope you
It's amazing.
keep on enjoying. And
We're enjoying it.
Yeah, so that's
a lot of fun for us.
That's the most important part. We're at episode 28. This is a 2015 film.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is okay. So this film, this idea for this film, for the first family of Marvel, has been, quite the saga.
Ugh.
There has been so many films that have tried and tried and tried. I think the most recent film, I think, did the best job.
For sure. But this is not the most recent one.
No,
we're about to talk about.
No. I mean, there was one back, I think, like in the 70s, I think.
Was there?
And then they put it in a vault immediately, and they were like, oh, no one ever see this. And then there was one that came out with, like, I think Jessica Alba was in that one. And that did not do...
Wasn't that one before this?
Yes,
one?
yeah.
Oh,
Chickless was in it.
You're going chronologically. I'm
yes,
sorry.
Yeah. Chickless was in that one, and I like him too. I think he's a great dude. And then this one, 2015, and then the most recent one, kind of the reboot of the reboot of the reboot of the reboot of the reboot.
Right, they've tried.
And just so unsuccessful. And here's the thing, Stan Lee, he loves the Fantastic Four.
Well,
he loves he did.
Yeah.
You talk about it, and he's just like, I just always wanted to be. And so they've tried so many times.
Yeah,
to get this right.
It's a tough story to tell.
Well, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I think that they just keep listening to the wrong people, and they're like, oh, we should do it like this. I mean, when they first came out with it, they didn't have the technology or the CG or whatever to do it. I mean, I think that the thing was like in cardboard and paper mache.
Right.
I think he's like, clobbering time. I don't think it was. They don't think they had the technology to do it. But then the next one did, and I mean, the Silver Surfer was in. I thought that was they tried, but they
did try. They tried and failed, and I don't know. For me, there are certain superheroes,
right?
That the X-Men, for example.
Yes.
They're sorry, gathering my
it's
thoughts.
Like you're like, let me. How do I
word this?
Just go for it.
Okay, there are certain superheroes that are just more gimmicky.
Okay.
Comic booky.
Okay.
So it's harder to bring them into like a reality situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay.
Sure. Like
we
Flatman
grew up watching cartoons, and that's, you've got superheroes and villains in the cartoons. You expect it. It's not out of the box. But when you try to take these comic book superheroes that are super gimmicky.
Okay.
I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but you put them in kind of this reality of the real world.
Sure.
It can. That's why I said
you're saying it'll throw you for a loop. Basically,
that's why I said it's a hard story to tell. Okay. It's just challenging. I mean, it's challenging to like feel really heartfelt about somebody who can stretch their body like elastic. I don't know. It's
I get it. I get what you're saying.
The X-Men, the first X-Men movies, when they first came out, and they took away the yellow spandex, and I mean? And they did a really good job of like bringing something that was, I don't know,
I feel like you're saying
into the real world.
So you're saying taking the 3D world and taking it and putting it on screen and making it grounded, and
especially with these
and connected.
Yes, especially with these types of characters that have such larger than life. I mean, he literally said "clobbering time" in the film.
It's his catchphrase, and people expect it. And but of course they pull.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you make a reference to it. You don't actually have him say it. you make a joke about it, but you don't actually have him say it.
I don't know.
I
get what you're saying, but there's certain expectations of fans that are just like, man, you better say clobber. I mean, and there's some people that
Wolverine also wore yellow, and they took that away
but
too.
They put it back in. They put it back in later, and people loved it.
Right,
no, I'm just saying they put it back in later, and people loved it. There's ways to ground it and still give people and fans what they expect. Is all I'm saying.
I don't think they grounded it very well.
No, of course they didn't. That's why
this film.
That's why we're reviewing the film now. And thus, we begin.
That's my whole point. It's hard. It's hard to ground these characters, and I don't think they did a good job.
No, they didn't. Well, I mean, I think you have to have characters to begin with, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
That's my announcer voice.
I like it.
Oh, thanks. So if you missed it, we are doing the 2015 Fantastic Four.
Yeah. If you haven't clued in yet,
that's the one we're doing. Let's do a summary real quick, and then we'll kind of jump in. Because the thing is, it's not a long movie. And I know sometimes we say that, and then we go on for 120,000 minutes. But, it's just weird. It's such a straightforward story. You will finish watching this film and go, oh, is it fade to black. Okay, I guess we're done with the movie.
Yes, we're done.
Yeah, so let's jump in, get a summary, and go.
Yep.
So this is Reed Richards. He is a very gifted young inventor, and he's teaming up with his buddy Ben Grimm.
Yes.
And they're kids, man. And I kind of liked that. I thought that was fun. They pulled all these Nintendo 64 consoles in, which I was like, heck yeah, baby. Which that was great.
Right.
And they developed this prototype teleportation device, and is capable of transporting matter to another dimension. He thinks it's to a desert somewhere, and he has no idea.
He thinks it's on Earth.
Yeah, he has no idea. And their work attracts somehow, which I think you have a point about, the attention of Dr. Franklin Storm.
Yep.
To their high school science fair. And Reed is asked to join. Not Ben. Ben's left in the junkyard. Say, peace out, Ben.
Ben just hands the other guy the screwdrivers when he needs it.
Yeah, he's just a helper dude. But Reed is pulled into this government-backed research program along Dr. Storm and his children, his adopted daughter Sue and his son Johnny. And another kind of a weird connection with Victor Von Doom, which is this brilliant scientist, but he was antisocial. It was just this problem child who during the film and the whole exposition and even through the stuff, he wasn't a problem child at all, really.
No.
He was just, I'm part of the team.
He played nice.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Once they convinced him to come back,
he's like, I'm all in. Let's do it.
He worked great.
Yeah, which I was like, okay, I guess. It's he totally broke brand, and then he, wanted to destroy the world.
There's a lot of people in this film that did
broke
not track.
Yeah, didn't track.
Did things that just did not track with their character.
But they basically successfully opened this portal to this alternate world filled with this strange energy, and they send a little monkey, this weird CG monkey, which I'm like, you couldn't get a hold of a monkey? Okay, whatever, cool. I think the CG people were like, you know what, we could do a monkey. All right.
We can make it look real.
We can make it look real. And I'm like, could you? Because it for sure, I mean, maybe they're doing a Planet of the Apes crossover, I guess, but
it was okay. It
was the weird. I was like, you couldn't get a monkey? Okay, whatever, dude. I guess, man. But anyway, they are kind of upset because they're like, oh, cool, NASA's going to come in now. And they're like, no, let's us do it. So they have this unsanctioned trip that they go through the portal, and Reed and Ben and Johnny and Victor and Ben gets pulled back in because he's like, I'm not doing it without my buddy Ben.
Right. Reed just calls him on the phone and is like, get here now. You're coming with me.
And how that could ever happen is so laughable. And I'm like, look, man, everybody moves on. You're going to get your school friend to come in and be part of this thing. Sure. If he was there the whole time, if he had said I guess I'm getting to fixes now, but if he'd been like, hey, we need some more hands working on this. Like, well, I got a guy.
Right. And they could have done that
easily.
They did make a comment at the fair, at the science fair, that like, we've been working on this since the 5th grade.
I want you with me.
Apparently, this is
not
a project
enough.
that the 2 kids have been working on,
but not for the last couple
their whole
years.
lives.
But like once Reed gets to college or wherever he's at,
this institute,
the Baxter Institute, he's like, "Well, peace out, Ben." So I'm like, whatever. Should have been connected. Anyway, that's my fix. So they basically go through this portal, and they're checking out this stuff. And as soon as they go down the valley, everyone's thinking the same thing. Don't.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're there. Get back.
This planet has like this glowing green energy source under the ground, and they can kind of see where it's like strongest.
Yeah, and they go over to it.
They go to check it out.
Which, okay, fine. But Victor's all like, no, you know what? I got to put my hand in it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, dude, that was freaking hilarious because I was like, of course it blows up and goes crazy. And Victor gets exposed to the powerful alien force, alters his body. We don't see it yet, but it alters him.
Well, they think he dies.
They think he dies because he falls back into the chasm. But it does do something to everybody that's coming back to Earth, which they explained a couple things. Like they're trying to close the doors, which all of a sudden they couldn't close. Like they're in Ford v Ferrari for some reason. Couldn't close the door.
Yeah.
And it was like, ugh. And rocks came into Ben's and made him rock guy. And somehow Johnny's explodes in fire.
Bursts into flame.
And then they explained Reed's stretchy abilities by nothing. They just did nothing at all.
They didn't explain
it. They didn't do anything.
And Sue, who wasn't even with them on the mission.
Sue wasn't even there. But whenever it warped back to her, somehow she got invisibility powers. And so, yeah, that for real was a thing. She wasn't there, but when they came back, there was a whoa, whoa.
There was like a
sound effect. There's a sound effect.
Like a power surge. Yeah, sound effect.
There's a sound effect and a
there was kind of a surge of energy. It knocks her back, and
all of a sudden she gets those things.
She also gets powers.
Right. And so that was basically what happened, and then they move forward. They think Victor's dead. But then they're all testing them, right? So the government is like testing these people, and they're trying to. But then Reed is like freaks out, man.
He leaves.
He runs away for a year,
and doesn't come back until they come and get him.
Right. Well, they have to track him down.
Forcibly find him, knock him out, and bring him back.
Because he's like, I'm scared. So he runs away. He's captured because, and again, we'll talk about this later. He's doing something. We don't know. Seriously, we have no idea what he's doing.
Listen,
so many plot
finish
holes.
The summary because
there's so much to jump into. Yeah. So the team basically go back through the portal, and it's this. They send like SEAL Team 6 through, and they see this guy limping.
Yeah.
Toward them, and they're like, "Oh," and he's like,
must be Victor."
Gotta be Victor.
I knew you'd come back.
I knew you'd come back. They bring him back, and then all of a sudden, he turns into a crazy person.
He's like, "This world has to die."
The film tone completely changed.
I'm gonna recreate my own world.
A different genre. He says, "I got to get back home now." Then why did you walk up? All limping and going, help me.
Well, because he wanted him to bring him to Earth so that he could just destroy Earth. So he could create this anyway.
He could have done that anyway. When they came in, he could have done it. It doesn't make sense anyway.
You're right. It didn't.
It makes zero sense. So anyway,
and
he
then
goes back to
3 minutes later. We're at the climax of the film.
Of the movie. Yeah, they're back at Planet Zero, that's the name of this planet in this other dimension. And Dr. Doom is like, humanity is doomed and corrupt and destructive and, all the things that the terrible Earth is. And so he's going to use the portal to destroy the Earth. And the Fantastic Four, for the first time, use coordinated team attacks to stop him. And, of course, because you can. because the very first time.
Right, for about 30 seconds.
They've trained none, but all of a sudden they're like,
Well, one distracts him and one throws a rock.
Yeah.
And that's basically the extent of the battle.
Of the extensive coordinated attacks, yeah.
Yep, but they did it together.
They did it together. And they defeat him, and he evaporates somehow inside the
black hole
that he created and can control. But anyway, they agree at the very end to stay together and operate independently from the government because there'll be no oversight with us. We're like 21-year-old kids.
It was very threatening.
By God, we'll do what we want.
They were like, you will not tell us what to do.
And they found what will become the fantastic Blackout 4.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
So, you could tell that we didn't really love the film. And probably many of you out there are like, meh. Didn't like that film.
Let me just tell you.
There's plenty of things to like, I think.
This film started fine.
Yeah, that's what I liked. Act 1 was great. I actually liked it.
This film felt like, and I'm not trying to be heartless because I don't know what happened. But I'm telling you, it felt like the somebody died mid-film. The writer,
writers.
the director, the producer,
the writer
somebody.
Was like, they passed, and they were like, we got to keep going.
Act 1.
In their memory.
Just, they fired the crew and everybody on this project and brought in new people, and they were like, you've got 5 days to finish this movie.
You got to fix it.
I don't know what in the world happened, but it's very clear when you're watching this movie. Act 1, good storytelling. We get to know the characters.
Yeah.
There's some issues with it. We're going to talk about our missteps here in a second, but
yeah.
It was fine. And then it's like in 10 minutes they get their powers.
And it's in the film.
Dr. Doom comes in with no motivation whatsoever and just decides to kill everybody in this horrific horror montage.
Yep.
And then they
Destroy
chase
the
him
Earth
back,
and
then they beat him by hitting him with a rock. And he basically dissolves into this matter that he created and came from him to begin with, but it kills him.
Yeah. So,
movie over.
And Blackout. Yeah. So here's the deal. What we liked, I loved Act 1. It started great.
Yeah.
And I liked the friendship.
Yeah.
Hot take misstep, they forgot the friendship. I mean, literally, they started with this story of Reed and Ben, and then they were like, out the window. Done. Don't need it. It's gone. They kind of pulled it back in like, I'm not going without you. But that's stupid. And then they never... And then he was like, oh, you left me behind. And that was... There was no connection. Did you feel any chemistry, any connection between Ben and Reed? No. The little kids, sure.
Yeah, when
did.
Yeah, when they were kids. Okay, the movie was set up fine. I liked their interaction. I liked when they were kids. I mean, it was a little far-fetched to believe that this
little kid could
had created this teleportation
if you read
device.
Richards, and if you understand now, if you understand how smart Reed Richards is supposed to be,
right,
then you're like, well, okay, I can take that.
Sure.
But
and right. We went along with it.
Sure.
Because it's him. Great.
But.
And then, they're at a science fair, and he gets recruited at this science fair, which is my hot take.
Tell me your hot take misstep.
My hot take misstep is that what in the world are these people they just happen to show up
at this
podunk high school science fair? It's not like he lives in New York City where the institute is.
And it was advertised, and people were like, wait a minute. And
there were literally kids doing
potato clocks. Yeah.
Potato clocks and baking soda volcanoes and
this
the
guy
Baxter
Foundation, right?
Like they are at this science fair just in the hopes that somebody created teleportation device.
I sure hope somebody on this one created a teleportation device.
Because he literally looks at it and he's like, what are these things right here? And Reed tells him, and he's like, that's what we're missing.
That's what we're missing.
So obviously they're already working on this, and they're at this science fair just hoping.
Yeah.
To find the answer to why their teleportation device doesn't work.
I can give you a fix for it. I can give you a fix for your mess up, or for your misstep here. So, like, they've posted some of this stuff online.
Yeah. Well,
they posted
2015.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Okay.
They posted. Okay. They posted some of this stuff here, and it's like people are like, it's fake, and they're like, we're gonna do it at the science fair. They show up.
That's the only way it would have worked.
It's the only way it would have worked, man.
That somebody did a news story on them, or
on something,
whatever, and they show up to see it.
Or a local kid who's always blowing stuff up and blah blah blah, and he looks at it and he's like, "Whoa."
You have to explain this.
Yeah, he can't just show up.
Literally makes no sense for them to just show up at their science fair.
My last hot take misstep is these characters. Jeez. And I like these actors. I mean, one of them is an Oscar winner, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
We know that they're good, okay?
Yeah.
They're good characters, but like Storm, I'm like, Sue Storm, like, just what are you? Wake up, have a character, like, seriously, write something good for her. I mean, she's supposed to actually, she falls in love with Reed. They have a kid. Where's the sparks of that? Where's the budding romance? You know what they gave her? I find connections in patterns, and I work good with music. That's as far as her character got developed. That's it. The end. I look at patterns, and I can listen to music. What?
I mean, she's kind of against, like, the government using them.
They all were.
But anyway,
silly.
they all come together in this team, and they're working on this thing, and I'm fine with it. I'm watching the movie going, yeah, okay.
All right.
This is I like it. I like the dynamic of their team. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Victor, he didn't seem like that bad of a guy. I mean, he
acted like he was the worst.
He didn't really like Reed because Reed made it work and he couldn't. And so he felt like, you threatened, I guess. But anyway.
Well, let's jump into the act 1, 2, 3 here and see if we can make some of this make sense.
Okay.
Honestly, I sometimes I'll say this, but I just think that you need to go from Act 2 and just rewrite this sucker because it just did not work.
Something happened.
I mean,
it was developed well. It was developed.
Yeah, of course. It had a lot of money behind it.
In the Act 1, and then just not developed at all.
Yeah,
in
I
Act
think
2.
that the guy fell asleep, and they're like, "It's due tomorrow," and he's like, "Oh, better hurry!"
Let me write this real quick.
Act 1. I say this: the first act is strong, then the movie changes gears completely. It changes gears. It changes genres. It just changes clothes. It changes everything it's got, and it's weird. The opening, you've got these geniuses, and they're recruited in, and it's great, and it's compelling, and I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then we jump ahead, and the movie's like this completely different film.
Yeah.
Okay? All the character growth happens off screen. The emotional fallout is skipped.
Yep.
Okay? Because they do this, when they get their powers, they literally go like 1 year later.
Yeah. So we see all of them get their powers, and they don't know what's happening to them. And then Reed, totally against the character that they have built for him, escapes, says, "I'll come back for you," but never does. He literally ran away, and I kept waiting for He's
going to come back and try to help him.
Here's what he was doing while he was away.
Yeah.
Here's all the plans he was making to come rescue them.
I do get into this a little bit. That's my second problem. So we'll save that bit for just a second. But the 1 year jump.
Yeah.
Why?
We don't see them process.
Here's the fix.
This.
Exactly. Here's the fix. Remove the 1 year jump. It's stupid and foolish. Stay with the team. What's the immediate aftermath of this accident? Let me see the horror of transformation. Let me see it. Like, Reed stretching isn't, it's not cool. It's disturbing. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Ben's mutation is very tragic,
Yes.
especially with he's like, what have I become? And just you make Act 1 bleed directly into Act 2 because the accident should be kind of inciting the next step. As, you know what I mean? It's got to incite the next step.
Yes.
So the next issue, we go straight into this one because we've already started talking about it. When Reed disappears from the story, it's like after the accident, Reed runs away. Boo, that's stupid. Your main character leaves his own narrative? What? What?
I don't even know what to say about it.
What was he doing?
Right. What?
We don't know. We see him in Mexico changing his face or something.
They made a point to tell us
he's building something.
He's building something.
We're guessing he's building a portal, but he could have been building his car. I mean, whenever they came on, they showed him again. He was standing at a car. Well, we just got to fix up cars now?
I don't know. They took us into where he was living, and he had a computer set up. He had hacked into the whatever Braxton Lab, their computer system. Baxter, thank you, because he was like watching it all.
Yeah.
And I immediately thought, okay, now it makes sense why he disappeared. He's trying to find a way to break back in.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
And fix it. Well, then that never
happens.
They never explain what he was doing. When they confront him about it, all he says is, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm sorry that I didn't come back for you. After he promised he would.
Right. So for a fix, keep Reed present, but distant.
Keep him. He has to be there.
He has to be there, but you keep him distant, right? Why? It's his fault. He thinks it's his fault. He says, because he was kind of going, yeah, let's go check that out. Victor, he paid his price. He died. He quote died, right? But he was still responsible because he's like, yeah. I mean, Ben's like, hey, we should go back. He's like, don't you understand? We're doing something really important.
Right.
But it was his fault. Get out of there. Ben was right. Right?
Yeah. Yes. So
instead of physically running away, he's more isolated in the facility. And he's trying to reverse the accident. His guilt with Ben's transformation, especially Ben, the friendship, which should have been central to this whole thing, the first family of Marvel, it should have been connecting to the family. It should have been all about family, which is what they did in the latest movie.
Right.
Which is why that worked so much better.
Worked so much better.
Literally the first family. Anyway, now Reed's flaw kind of is this avoidance of connecting, and it's not him just running away, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's absolutely what they should have done. Having him leave and not come back until they came and literally forcibly brought him back.
Yeah.
Was a terrible decision.
Yeah. The next bit here, the film's tone and theme, it kind of changes, and it's so strange.
Putting it mild.
They had this early transformation of a Cronenberg level tragedy, right? I mean, they are turning into these basically monsters, right?
Yeah.
And then the movie kind of shifts. And it also has a us versus them mentality with us and the government, and do we trust them? And they had that tone throughout the whole thing, and I kept going, why are you acting like I'll take your money, but it's our thing? I'm like, is it your thing? If you're agreeing to work with the government, it's their thing.
Right.
What are you doing?
If the government's funding it, if they're directing it, if they're telling you what you can and can't do, then you work for the government.
Yeah. I mean, what do you... all of a sudden, you've got this idea of
It's not like you have this private...
Yeah.
And they just came in and took over. No, they funded it.
They funded it because they're... Yeah, that's the whole thing. Anyway, so Ben does become this government weapon, and he becomes it almost immediately. he's like, oh, he's been so great and he's been killing it out there. And then Sue and Johnny they adjust super quick.
Well,
right?
Johnny loves it because
he's all in
all
too.
of a sudden he's got purpose.
And Sue's like, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe, I guess. But she's still going along with it. Right? The only lone wolf out there doing, again, whatever. Not sure. I guess making the transport or trying to come up with a scheme to get them out.
We don't know.
Is Stretch Armstrong. That's it. He's the only one out there doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So for a fix to this, you fully lean into that mutation trauma. So you see Ben, he's refusing to be seen by people because he's like, oh, I'm a monster. I'm Frankenstein. Sue is struggling with, like, maybe it's involuntary, like when she gets scared or distressed or whatever, she goes in and out. She's not controlling her powers.
Right.
Johnny's unstable too. Whenever he loses control and he gets mad, he's Combustion Man, and boom.
Right.
And Reed's body is unpredictable because when he loses control, he's like, oh, I can't. And they're dealing with it.
Together.
Right. Right. Their powers really aren't abilities yet. Right. They're not there yet. They're more symptoms of this kind of disease that they have, this problem that they're trying. Right. And then the second act becomes about learning how to control these things and becoming a team. And it gets on, these cool superhero tricks, and you're learning how to fight and work together. And then it leads to the training montage. My favorite thing in all movies.
Right. Well, we needed it. I feel like in this one, this would have been a perfect film to show a training montage because they're heroes. They were normal, and all of a sudden they have these things.
Yeah,
these
and that's
powers.
why. And we had did you notice in this action-y sci-fi movie, there were basically 0 fight sequences?
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Doom, when he was killing people, nobody was fighting back.
No.
What if we introduced, I don't know what your fix is, maybe you're about to say this, but what if we introduced Dr. Doom or a threat earlier that motivates them to actually turn these symptoms into abilities? Like,
sure.
To where they feel like, okay.
Yeah, because they're fighting random bad guys. They're like fighting terrorists and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're being used as like soldiers for just, whatever the government little things.
Yeah.
What if they decide to become a team, not like on the planet in the moment when they're fighting Dr. Doom?
Right.
And all of a sudden they're like,
well,
guys, I guess we better work together.
But maybe there's a rift that Doom keeps sending stuff through.
Maybe they find there's a threat, or they know something's coming, and they're like, and so they kind of learn to hone and control their powers, not just as a way to deal with, their symptoms, but because they realize, hey, we actually need to work together.
Right.
Because we're important.
Right. Next issue, Dr. Doom is one of the most powerful bad guys in the Marvel Universe. I mean, he's the central character of the next phase.
Yes. Whenever that happens.
It's coming up quick. I think they've already finished principal wrap. I think they wrapped on the first film already. But I think he's a huge character. He's a super bad dude.
Yeah.
But he disappears. Obviously, he disappears too for almost the whole film.
Yeah.
And then when he comes back, he's this glowing villain who's bent on destroying the Earth because reasons.
No.
Right? Because reasons.
Right.
Because he's not a character. He's like an end boss. He's not interesting at all. The film just changed tons. And whenever he does come back, it's straight up a horror movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like straight up killing people, like snapping his fingers and making them, blow up, and they're gone.
Honestly, they bring him back. He's in the facility for less than 5 minutes.
And it's just start killing
people. And he opens his eyes and he's like,
I think online we have to say unaliving people.
Unaliving people.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's unaliving people.
And so he opens his eyes and he's basically like, okay, Earth's gotta go, guys.
Right.
I gotta use Earth to create my own world. And
why? I don't understand.
And just with the sheer mind power force, green force that he has running through his body, he just is exploding people's heads. And we see it.
Yep.
And he's walking through a dimly lit hallway just exploding
Popping people like a pimple. That's all he's doing.
It was disgusting, and it was like, wait, what movie are we watching now?
Yep. So for a fix, look, you got to keep Victor central throughout the whole film, right? So after the accident, he survives on the other side, conscious. He's stranded. We got to see him in the alternate dimension, and we intercut between, what he's doing and the team and what they're doing.
Yes.
I think you can even have them I thought it would be an interesting thing of he was somehow able to have contact.
Right.
And he was tricking them to come back.
I love it.
Yeah. He was trying to trick them to come back. So he could be opening up these little portals, sending these basically little evil deviant type things, into the world, and they have to fight it. And he's like, look, if you come back and you do this, you blow this thing up, or you whatever.
Right.
If we take this from them, and he's using them.
Right. And Sue, if she's, I love that. Sue, if she's so good at finding patterns, maybe she's the one that she's like,
it at the
she
end, right.
sees that there's a pattern. She's like, I think this is Victor.
Yep.
I think he's talking. I think he
But
survived.
the government's like, no, right?
Yeah.
That's how you use the government as the voice of non-reason. That's how you use them.
You always use them that way.
Yeah. So, that's kind of the idea. And also, just another side fix. They couldn't have another seat in the conveyance for Sue. Couldn't make another seat for her. She had to get her powers because she fell down. It was a sound effect womp.
I guess.
It's so dumb. She should have been there. She could have been standing by the place look, I'll stand here and monitor from here. Could have done any number of things.
Yep.
Yeah, so silly. Anyway.
Yes.
That's just a side fix, but anyway.
Gotcha.
So anyway, when they return to Earth, when he returns to Earth, he isn't necessarily trying to destroy it randomly. He believes that humanity is reckless and unworthy. He's been there. He's jaded, but he should have been jaded from the beginning and been pulled in and just he sees this world as a chance to start over, right? But, and they completely this went untouched. They gave you one scene maybe of this, but one of the reasons he wants to open the portal back up isn't to necessarily destroy the Earth, but he wants Sue to join him.
Well, yeah, they kind of alluded to the fact that he wanted a relationship with her.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, but of course they never started anything with Reed at all.
No.
But they should have. He left not because he was angry, jaded, and blah, blah, but it's because Sue was like, I don't really want to go out with you. And he's like, I'm out of here. And right, that's what it should have been. And she should have been the one to convince him to come back. And she's like, listen, I know things didn't go out the way we wanted. You wanted to go with us, but we really do need you. And he's like, fine, maybe there's a way. Right? Every guy's like, well, all right, I'll come back and see, maybe.
Right. I mean, then it would have added at least some kind of complexity to him.
Yes, and her, and given them something to do in this film.
Right.
So they teased that love triangle, but they never used it.
No,
they should have.
They really didn't. Yeah. And...
Yeah, so in this moment, though, he wants to replace the world. He doesn't want to blow it up. Because saying, it's corrupt. Dude, you never gave me... it's it's a tantrum you're throwing here. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
it's almost like this good guy.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Just this normal good guy
that was
gets left on this planet, and when he comes back, he's just like, okay, Earth's got to be destroyed.
Yeah, why?
Blow up head, blow up head, blow up head.
Yeah, because if they showed him if they showed him when he was there still, they cut back, we could see him being infected and blah,
we could see his mind changing. We can see maybe there's a force that's, he already said the green energy or whatever was alive. Well, maybe it's talking to him. Maybe it's convincing him of things. Maybe it's they left you here. They,
and if he's in contact with the other world, they're like, we got to get back to him. And for whatever reason, it's like the connection isn't working, or they're for whatever reason. And I know that they're going but it took them a long time to build. So the first one should have taken a long time to build. right?
Yeah.
And they're like, the second one, it's got to take time to build. So he's there, and they're trying, but like, we're not going to spend $3 billion just to rescue one guy. It's like, it's going to take time to build. It's like, we're sorry, right? They could have done that.
Yeah. So
But
he's,
he's stuck, and he's trying to get back.
seeing him is important. I think seeing what's happening to him on the otherwise it's just oh, here's this good guy that we like, and then he comes back, and for no reason at all he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And then
You got to see him turning. You got to see his journey.
And then I
slip
think,
into
are we
darkness.
in Act 3? Are we
Yeah.
heading there?
Yeah, we're there now.
Because it's like literally
The finale was like, and we're done.
And I mean, as soon as he comes back,
Yeah.
he pops some heads, and then it's over.
It's
like
over.
the movie's over. It's so weird.
It felt like it was filmed with this different script. They didn't like almost like they started going along and they lost it, and they were like, do you remember what happened? I don't
just
remember.
Improv these last
Just
few.
let's just write something up real quick. It's this kind of grounded sci-fi tone at the very beginning with the kids, which is the most grounded part of the whole thing.
Right.
And it's quickly abandoned for this like effects-driven shots of cars flying in the air. There was no stakes, no personal stakes, no earned teamwork moment at all.
Teamwork is laughable.
So it was.
The teamwork is stupid. The way they defeat Doom to me is just, I was literally like, wait.
What?
When he
Exactly.
disintegrated, I was like, wait.
Is
Is
over?
that it?
Yeah.
Is that how, like, did they just beat him?
Yeah. For a fix, we got to make the climax about the collaboration in the team, not punching. Doom is unstable, but he's got this godlike power in the alternate dimension. And they're like, we can't overpower him individually, right? They've got to synchronize their abilities and actually synchronize their abilities, not just throw stuff at him and make Ben invisible while he punches him. They have to use their, and there's a billion examples in the comics to use. If you are, the Fantastic Four has beaten Galactus in the comics. So, like, guys, there's ways to do it.
Right. They're very powerful as a team, but literally Reed is distracting him, and Doom says, you always thought you were
smarter.
You always acted like you were smarter than me. And Reed says, I am. Now.
Yeah.
And he says now. Like,
who says that?
What kind of strategy is that?
Yeah.
It literally gave Doom time to turn around.
Sue's power is actually really powerful, but they didn't even scratch the surface of what she can do.
And whenever she did do something, they always made it look like she was struggling to do it. I've got to hold this force.
Yeah, where Johnny's like, got it. Whatever.
Right.
And this should have been the true birth of Fantastic Four there. Right then and there.
Yep.
And not because they win, but because they functioned as one unit, one team in that moment.
Yes.
Also, the film has no real thematic resolution at all.
No.
Okay, so I'll ask, what is this movie about? Is it scientific ambition? Is it hubris? Is it family? Is it government exploitation? It hints at all of them, commits to none. Like, what is this film about?
I don't know.
Because a lot of it felt like government exploitation, but a lot of it was like, ambition versus responsibility.
Right.
And like, what are you trying to say?
What I took away from it was, if I have the urge to find a way to another dimension, ignore that urge. That's kind of what I felt like the theme was.
So for a fix, you've got to be really clear with your theme, and I think it's responsibility after discovery. You made this discovery and the responsibility to do it right, and the connection made through their friendship. I think friendship should have been friendship and family should have been the full-on biggest connection, and that's why I don't care if you're like, oh, I don't want any romance in it. Sue has to fall in love with Reed because they have a child that is the most powerful being in pretty much the Marvel universe. Okay, Franklin is crazy powerful.
Right.
And they got to have a kid. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. So I'm just saying, I think
even if you were planning on a sequel, and you got to show the chemistry in this film. You have to show the beginnings of love blossoming.
Exactly.
And the connection.
But the final scene shouldn't be a cheesy name joke thing.
Oh my goodness.
It should be Reed, saying, hey, we're going to be clear and transparent and refusing to let them be weaponized, but being connected and we're in this together. We're branded together. We are locked together. And it's formed not just from, their love for each other, but the accountability that they have to each other and the connection that they have to each other.
Right. And like we talked about a little bit earlier, if they had decided to hone their powers because of a threat, right? That they so it's also a shared motivation to do something bigger than
themselves. Right.
And it was like in this film they never worked towards that. They were all just doing their own thing, trying to survive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
I think that's
I'll just say this, somebody else should have named them. Having them discuss their own names.
So
guys,
silly. Yeah.
That's middle school.
It's
stuff.
very middle school.
It's like middle schoolers do that.
Call me fire.
Call me ice.
Call me Ice Man. What? What are you doing? That's what we'll be called. Iceman.
That's my name.
I love it. All in favor of Iceman?
What should our club be called? No Girls Allowed.
Love it.
Yeah, no, it's like they're naming a club.
Yeah.
Somebody who wrote an article about them called them the Fantastic Four, and it stuck.
So easy.
But them naming themselves at the end, it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. This movie was doomed because not because
doomed. I get it.
Get it? Did you like that? It wasn't doomed because it was dark, or I think, it was doomed because it didn't follow the story.
Yeah.
Because I think it started off as a character-driven sci-fi tragedy, and then it panicked, and then it went to this weird generic superhero ending, and it never trusted its own tone. It never trusted itself. So whoever over at Marvel, I think it was Marvel, I guess, that did this, whoever panicked and freaked out and said, oh, they don't know what they're doing, I better step in here. You guys, you should have been fired. Because, bud, this was a mess from the beginning.
Yeah.
And it really could have been cool. And
it could have been. And I feel like it might have even been planned to be a different film.
Yeah, maybe.
And then this is what we got. They ran out of money or something.
I don't think they ran out of money. I think they ran out of I think they got scared. I really do. I think whatever was happening with it, they just kind of got scared and was like, oh, but we want to do this. Because the thing is, we still do want action. It's a comic book story.
Yes.
And there was one fight in the whole stinking thing. They showed Ben throwing some tanks around.
Yeah, the fight, though, was it it
was such a
let's put that in quotes.
Yeah.
Fight.
It was just throwing rocks at him, too.
It was not a good fight.
It didn't work. Did not work.
Okay.
But that's it. Yeah, that's all we've got for this could have been great movie.
Yeah, started good. A lot of potential.
And then it just stumbled, farted, and fell down. It's all that happened. It's just like, go! And I'm on the ground.
It lost everything it built. It just completely lost it.
Yeah, it was not good. So that's it. That's all we got. We hope you guys enjoyed that one. We hope that you share it and talk to other people and go, hey, listen to this podcast. It's fun. Because we love it when you share it with others and, have fun with it. So that's all we got for this week, and we will see you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.